This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of May 7th, 2018. We are in for a stretch of powerful, productive change. The week is bookended with harsh aspects, demanding aspects to the two cosmic change agents, starting with the agent of unavoidable change, ending with the agent of volatile, unpredictable change. And a good deal of their focus is going to be on our hearts, desires, relationships, and minds. This is another one of those birth canal weeks where there's a very strong sense that something is coming into being. And the force is in the early part of the week, with the breaking out coming at the end of the week. Now, we are in the final days of the unpredictable change agent, Uranus, in the sign of Aries, where he's been since the spring of 2010. One theme of this week will be speeding up whatever lingering business is left inside of you, in your thinking, in certain relationships, or the way you're approaching other people. There's a speeding up of developments that are an outgrowth of all the turmoil and upheaval that we underwent between 2012 and 2015. The process this week will involve some hard truths coming out, being realized, being thought, being spoken, primal truths, information that changes a lot. On a collective level, this will bring even more stuff to the surface in the Me Too movement and having to do with corruption and collusion and backroom shenanigans. Yeah, as if what we've seen already isn't enough, but nope, not anywhere near the end of it. We may also see how we fooled ourselves about certain situations, how we've deluded ourselves, how we have been conned, and also may feel the push to respond with empathy, to look at people more compassionately, to give certain people a break for being human. Footnote: on a collective level, deception that has been spun involving women will come to the surface. The news ought to be really interesting this week. We'll be shown broader, more expansive possibilities for expressing ourselves, for being in the world. And this leads us to a new sense of power. There's some element here of taking your power back or claiming your power. And this is not slam your fist on the table type of power. This is the knowledge, the certainty, the confidence of knowing who you are and cutting out stuff that doesn't support that or fit that or really have anything to do with that. A surge in assertiveness comes out of this, speaking our truths, our piece, forcefully, pushing things into action, not just sitting on the sidelines and going, oh, well, but shoving an agenda of ours forward with a good deal of force. Fighting words are possible. You don't have to get into a dust-up, and if you have them coming at you from somebody else, there's no reason you have to respond in kind, although the temptation is going to be really great to do that. But remember, we're in a gauntlet to the next phase of ourselves, so automatic or instinctive responses that you've had in the past are likely not going to be how you choose to navigate this or how you unconsciously choose to navigate this, more importantly. And then, bam, lightning bolts like crazy. Popping light bulbs, epiphanies, shackles breaking open within our minds, messages coming out of the blue that just break the hold something has had on our perspective, on our thinking, on our lives. We're shot forward, free, as Mercury, the planet that rules what goes into our minds and out of our mouths, makes its final conjunction with Uranus in Aries. And this is a conjunction that's actually going to be in effect from Saturday until Wednesday, when Mercury and Uranus will be parallel by declination which is technical talk for their teaming from Saturday till Wednesday. Very possibly we will get suddenly falling into our heads, erupting in our brains, erupting in front of us in a conversation that we do not see coming. We'll get a massive piece of information and insight into what Uranus's time in Aries since the spring of 2010 has meant for us. And pretty much as soon as that aspect is exact, Mercury changes gears, slides into earthbound. Taurus slows down, becomes much more concrete, not so ready to fight, unless, of course, you try to take away one of its toys or, heaven forbid, get in the middle of it and food. After all these evolutionary shifts, after these explosions and implosions and awakenings, our minds and the way we talk about everything settle down into the concrete, into the practical, just plain settle down. The homing thought of the week? Show me another way to look at this. Song of the week? The Word from the Beatles' Rubber Soul album. And the image of the week is taking a deep breath, looking into the mirror and saying, "You can do this." You'll find more information in my forecast for the month of May, which is at my site, Empowermentunlimited.net, where you can sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. Talk to you next week.